الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على خير المرسلين. If somebody asks you, who are you? What do you answer? And I normally say, my name is so-and-so, and I do this for a living. But if you think about it, is you live in this country, for example, and somebody tells you, tell me something about you. And the answer comes from the Quran for this important question. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين. This verse determines your loyalty, your belonging, and determine your mission. So two things in this verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this verse, and who is better in speech than one who invites to Allah and does righteousness and say, indeed, I am of the Muslims. I am from the Muslims. So the first question is we say, who are you? The question is, I am from the Muslims. Now what is your mission? I invite to Allah and I do righteousness. That's basically summarize a person who is practicing Muslim. This verse determines who you belong to. He said, I am from the Muslims. He didn't say, I am a Muslim. He said, I am from the Muslims. Because you belong to a group of people. You don't live by yourself. You are part of the Muslim Ummah. And you work together with your Muslim brothers to achieve the goal of inviting people to the way of Allah, to populate the earth and build the earth according to the rules and regulations that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to us. And that's why every time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us in the Quran to do something, the command came in the plural verb. For example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى. He said, work together for righteousness and piety. He said, وَاعْتَصِمُوا. He talks in the plural, hold firm. He said, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ. Same, the command came in a plural verb. He said, fear Allah and be with the truthful. So a Muslim person is not an individualistic person, just live by himself and care by himself. He is part of a group. He's from the Muslims. Their struggle is his struggle. And when the Muslims are struggling, he is struggling. When the Muslim is flourishing, he is flourishing. Because he's part of that group, the Muslims. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. He affirmed it. He said, I am from the Muslims. So that's who your royalty is, loyalty. And this is a group you belong to. And then what is your job? What is your mission? Invite people to Allah and do righteous deeds. When you invite people to Allah, that means you have to be on your best behavior, because you are a representation of Islam. How will people trust that Islam is the right way of life if they see an example of a Muslim, for example, who cheats in his business, or lies, or doesn't take his religion seriously, or hide his identity because he's scared or ashamed or embarrassed, changing his name from Muhammad to Mo, or from, how do we see, people hide their identity as Muslim. Ask him, why are you fasting? Oh, I'm trying to lose weight, instead of being, I'm fasting because I'm Muslim. Why are you praying? Or he hide when he tried to pray. You invite people to Islam when you're proud of your religion, and you apply to the best for your ability, and you fear Allah, and you have good manners, and you're truthful with people, regardless if they're Muslim or non-Muslim. You're truthful with them. You don't cheat in your business. So that's how you invite people to the way of Allah, through your behavior. And you do good deed, you could do righteousness, because that's your way to Jannah. Way to Jannah through your good deed. Because you're not, some people who said, say, Allah is forgiving, the Prophet will intercede for us. I don't have to do anything. As long as I say La ilaha illallah, I should be in good shape. Well, it's not about saying La ilaha illallah, it's about knowing what La ilaha illallah, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, فَاعْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. Know that there is no God but Allah. It didn't say just say La ilaha illallah. You have to know it and apply it in your daily life. So, summarize, if somebody asks you the question, who are you? This verse should be your answer. وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. And who's better in speech than the one who invites to Allah and does righteousness and says, indeed, I am from the Muslims. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. الحمد لله رب العالمين.